This is my mom, and she's my last person that I'll be interviewing for the digital technology project. So, Mom, would you consider yourself a digital immigrant or a digital native?
I'm a digital immigrant
And why do you consider yourself an immigrant?
because we didn't have computers when I was growing up in school. So I learned the computer through work, throughout my years of working.
And what do you do for work?
I'm considered a document specialist. I work for a firm in Philadelphia.
So you're on the computer constantly?
Yes,
And that's how you learned how
yes,
to be technologically savvy.
yes. We use the computer mostly as like a word processor. So the firm I work for has 12 other offices throughout the country, and through technology we can do work, complete work for people in other offices.
Do you think without the technology it would be a lot more difficult to communicate with these other offices and do what
Yes.
you, yeah?
Yes.
Do you
Definitely.
speak to them over the phone or is it all through the computer?
Majority of the time it's all through the computer. It's all done through email. They send us their work request, we complete their work, do whatever they need, and then we send it back to them through email.
And do you have a cell phone?
Yes.
Now, do you have a smartphone like a BlackBerry or an iPhone?
No, I don't.
And why don't you have one of the newer phones?
I'm not attached to my phone. Like this generation, the kids are like, they live by their cell phones. First of all, you shouldn't be using a cell phone while you're driving, whether talking or texting. And I just, I keep it, I consider it as for emergency purposes. So this way I have it if something should happen.
And then are you a part of any social networks such as Facebook or Twitter or Pinterest or anything
No.
like that?
No.
So then what do you use your computer at home for?
Communicating with other people, emailing back and forth, friends or relatives or whatever. And, I check my emails, and also ordering stuff. I order merchandise.
Do you think it's much easier to order merchandise online, or do you think it's easier to actually go to the store, or what would you prefer?
I think ordering online is easy.
And when
Yeah.
communicating with people, would you rather maybe do email over talking on the phone, or maybe writing a letter, or do you think email is the quickest way?
It probably is the quickest way, but I still like talking on the phone, talking to the person, taking the time to make that phone call. I'd rather talk to you than email you. So,
And do you find yourself on the computer a lot when you're at home, not
not that much. If I can check my emails when I'm in work, I do that. Since I do sit in front of a computer 7 hours a night, I don't really prefer to come home and get on our computer.
And do you like online billing, or would you like the bills to be sent here and you maybe fill them out and then
Mhm.
send them back to whomever the biller is, or do you think it's much easier to do it on the computer?
I think it's easier to do it on the computer. I do, do online banking, and I do pay a lot of bills on the computer.
And that's the end of the interview. Thank you very much. I appreciate you giving me your time.
You're welcome.